Okay. Okay.
So today we are going to learn about an important tool on how to learn vocabulary with deepinword and the education behind this website, how it works with Hossein and Zahra. Hossein, could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Hossein Qaruni. I'm a computer programmer and a website designer. Since I started to learn English and memorize a large vocabulary, I had a lot of problems with the time because I'm so weak in memorizing words and vocabulary. It was so difficult for me. So I designed to provide a tool for me, myself, to do to help me. And after providing it, my wife.
That's so good. Hello, as you know, my name is Zahra. Right now, I'm PhD student in business. About 10 years ago, my husband and I, we had a business family, and we decided to develop our business. And as my husband is a professional in programming, we decided to develop some software for learning English or other language, because we know all of the students have a lot of problem to memorizing words. That's why I decided to research about this subject, and I found there is some new strategy, some new method to learn words in deep and very faster. We decided to name our software Deep in Word. It means we when we memorize some words, we cannot remember, for example, a few months later. And we tried a lot, and now our software is ready.
Yeah, Hussein, may I ask you, Hussein, like how did you design the
Yes.
website?
With this research, my wife that did, we found a method called dynamic repetition, and I designed the same method in a tool.
So, yeah.
With this tool,
yes,
we provide a list of words or any other. For example, my website, my deepinword, and after that, whenever I have time in life, I practice them. I repeated them. There are different practice type in this website. We can use dynamic repetition whenever we have time, and direct learning. For example, when we were a child, the words, they ask us, for example, the meaning, and we have to set them the main word. Now there is something in the software, something like that. It asks the meaning of the word, and I have to remember the word and answer. Sometimes we ask them, let me know the first letter of the word. This software do this, and we can get help with this software. Exactly the same as we were trying. Everything is on the website, deepinword.com.
Zahra, please, could you explain? Yeah, go ahead, Zahra, go ahead.
Yes, actually, I want to say, for example, when I'm going to study some articles, I found some new words, okay? But this software can save all new words, my words, you know, I need to my words, not other words. So, for example, just I type the new word and saved, and then another time I can find the meaning from dictionary or my example. Sometimes I copy just that sentence and copy and paste to software. Okay, it's my example, it is my word, and right now I have more than 200 words, and it's very better for me because after that I have a lot. It is a bank word. Yes, this is word bank for or other things. We have to learn other words. Maybe that word is not important for me. And I think the core competency of this software is we can provide everything special words. Every person special words.
Yeah, Zahra,
That's
I need.
important for them.
Yeah, great. Zahra, I want you to explain a little more about the educational background behind this work. Zahra, can you hear me?
My education. Yes, I can hear you. What do you mean? You mean my education or
No,
education
I
behind
mean,
this software?
yeah, the education behind this software, your research. How did you come up with these principles?
Actually, I wrote some articles, not very famous articles. I searched, I googled, and I saw other softwares, and I found reputation is very important. As you know, from maybe 20 or 30 years ago, people used flash card. Okay, it's just for repeat, and it's not very new idea, but the kind of practice is very new kind of practice, and I didn't find any software like this.
We found somebody in a Helsinki University called Professor Kimpa, who worked in this area,
Yes.
dynamic repetition. He provided the same as we did on this software. He explained she explained, she researched, and she proved that this method is very good to memorize and fast and forever. And I did the same idea in our software.
So may I ask you, Hossein, like how did you translate the study that Zahra made into an application?
Actually, I'm a computer programmer.
I explained for him, and we change and change. It's more than about 2 years. It took time, and we change. And because fortunately, my son, we were the real user of this software. That's why we could find any problem. And we suggested for improving the software day by day. It's improved, and maybe in future we need to improve more.
Sure. So my question, Hossein, here is how did you translate the educational principles into software equations or software principles? How did you translate that?
Actually, when I got the subject, whole subject, I understanding, and I try to use it for myself. When I was
At the
first exam, I used the method on the paper with myself, but it took a lot of time, and more than each word. When we memorized words, they got bigger. My list is got bigger and bigger and bigger. There are a lot of words I have to memorize for an IELTS exam. So I needed software to list them, just list them.
At first, we used Excel. And after that, we decided to provide a new software for this idea.
Gradually, after providing the list, I added some more columns, for example, for the repetition time, for the level I have for this word. And gradually I decided to make it to it for me. And once it was completed, it was an application on my computer, not on the website. After that, we decided to put it on internet to use everybody. It is free for all people, you know.
Yeah, sure. And where do you see the future of this application?
I think after a while, there are many people who are using this software, the free part, but they need some new words. For example, as me, they need essential words for TOEFL, a package of essential words for TOEFL, word list. For example, 500 letters will be on the website for them, just to practice. They won't need to enter the words, the meaning. After that, they can use their note on the words. Not important new words and meaning and synonym, antonym, everything else. Just they can add some notes for them.
Example, for example.
Or examples.
Yeah, what else would you like to add about your invention and entrepreneurial project today, Zahra and Hossein?
The main part of this software that it is your own word, not anybody else, and you can use your word forever on the website. For example, when I'm studying at the high school, I learned a lot of words. After that, at the university, I learned some more new words. But when I got ready for IELTS, I almost forgot everything. If I could, yes, if I had my own list, I can practice them, repeat them every time I had time. And this is a tool for that subject.
Yeah.
And another advantage is it's not just for one language. Every language you can use. For example, Japanese to English, Chinese to Japanese, and every language can use this. No limitation for any language.
Yeah, it has been amazing, like seeing these great ideas coming from you guys. Thank you so much for your time, indeed.
Thank you too.
Actually, we are so new in marketing, and we hope you and I, we have a good cooperation together, a win-win strategy, and we will be so happy if you have your valuable comments on our sites. And as I told you, we will be happy to have a good cooperation relationship to each other.
Thank you.